ye drew so no and as usual de bia ye kire mu se adwento ato a democracy obia be candidate ewia na penifo dia tumi wo mo no ye hwe anim se ono mo betie na ono mo de adwuma de aboa temamfo because at the end of the day no power ene de ama company aja ono so apone poni bi de ama ye ministers ni penifo a mampani na power no so omomboa no na ombu man nti no enu ti na de bia na ya na yesi nkunya na ye kasanya se bia sebi ye peka se bi kwa aka nti no enne ye hwe anim se ye ni mpanifo a ekukudam mienu na yesi nkunya wa habeden bibinti ye nua ba ko no ye hwe anim se obeba de Isaac Obeng from the MPP communication team no ono na omasoma ne se omra se ombesi nkunya no but yegusu a onya me cancer but ye hwe anim se yenu abema no beba na abe cancer but sisi no yensa ka Kweku Edujemfi we political activist said be ya ye betete niam ni bi efi ho na ono so akere na adwene efa Ghana amembu a koso senior ichi ono pay
dok mejo so
bibia boko de
na me adum bibia boko ne
na de be sure so de ma de na ba ko jai ho ache
ba ihu na che papa
na me de ni nyina be na o chena de na me de beba
ya chena nyame de a ene
asmo wake na makaya sembia esi Sunday ya hey ogo de bi wonyo
me de ni nyina be na o chena de na me de beba
na me se mi ya chena de na me hu chena wa hu na o chena na o de beba o sure
asmo wake yem fan common start see I don't know say Sunday no I mean Dr. Mahmoud Baumia for me I think it was a good step. I mean to avail yourself is a media no besin kunwa na yembusebusa ho nsema na ba ko bi ho na for me good but enema sabi processes na edi animu ansa wonya akonya no kra akọ sa ejade na ejwabo na se no na me problem kakra but all in all on my etias say over 200 journalists na akonya ne bae ma ono mo nyina akohia ewo moving pick was yeah I think moving pick hotel unya kwanhwe bi
dog me das me chie wati fo so ene yankomodi yanka ni nyina ko ye kan nyina na wo chena yenya bi nka
e dey that boss we one pa na de we kan do do na
efina aba na edie
baby di fiba no nya hui
efina aba na edie
we dey wonyo onye mi am senior man onye
o le je fi senti na koya
enti minya kwanya hwe
na bibusao
Matias me yi anu tiawa
okay
minya kwanya hwe bi me hwe era Baumia
okay
any MPP supporters a omo media nim eno na me hu ye me hu journalist bi a ho
there be say o kan sanso wonya
na wadaro ma de me hu ye
journalist bi a ho
there be me hu journalist bi a me hu Samson Ladi ayi ni o ye lawyer ni sa na me nim
okay
sana minim
we hu Kwame Tanko
the man who could share no a blogger onye journalist onko Ghana Journalists Association onko school no nka ho onko bi man who journalist bi
we hu Kwame Tanko
there be man who Kwame Tanko
na so na ai kase Peace FM
we hu no
man who no say TV no me anam toy na me anam de mani hweye nti de mpeze me hu na me hu ye me hu MPP supporters me hu yera na po ho me hu Kojo Opon Kroma ho me hu Minister for Information di no ho MPP for nkwa na me hu Okatachi free fa o MPP supporter me hu
but we journalist ya
o MPP ni minua no MPP ni
Okatachi
well on shy away from that nkomodi
enti me hu no ho say as a journalist me hu ni say MPP supporter Enti MPP supporters na me hu ye, me hu journalists.
Well, yeah, we disagree.
Journalists are minimum woman no krom ha no. Johnny Hughes, Captain Smart mo any ade omo na minim so omo ye journalists omo ye adwuma krom ha. Omo so me hu
afra wo ho.
Me hu afra wo ho. So omo dem chi. Me hu rola no waka wo ho. So omo dem chi.
Ba hu Belamundi.
Me hu no.
We hu na shokonso.
There be.
Na namba na mo.
Se me na me hwe me TV.
Ya kuna manso we hu no.
Me hu no there be.
Na ya brifo so we hu. Ene wu TV de
Some yana me toy na me yana me di mani. Ti dem beze me hu na me hu.
Eja kwabena so.
Me hu MPP supporters.
Ko wa se
omo media num.
Okay.
Omo call say omo ne Dr. Baumi akodi nkomo.
Okay.
That is what I saw. Me hu media encounter bia ho. That is not what I me hu dwumade ni say MPPs for omo media num akohia Dr. Baumi omo ni di nkomo. That is what I saw. Man, who media encounter? What I say? Because in Comodiana no moody, no, it didn't relate to the things that are happening to us as Ghanaians. The media is there to speak for the people of this country. What I say? It is a we media. Now we nya akwanya say o kwa akogina o man name manfo na mo kasa kire o mo every day no. Mo kwa akogina o mo name akwa o mo a. Mo fa manfo ne nsem e da o makoma so. En company fu anim na munko men konko gina ho na konko kan kire o mampani se ana o mampani abedi a kire se sempo no December no kura wa win election na wa ba be ye bi
en Paul Adomo kire ho
mi hu obi ti saa ba mi nim se ye ono ade a mi nhye da nim no o ti ase ba mi hu obi saa ade mi nim so ono ne Paul Adomo kire ne de a mi nim no saa mre bi atwam no e fa ba na nse mi hu ni ye na me space ni hu enti no mo buy ni bi o ma hu mu yi
na ase wo wo ken na twetwe maso kakra che se questions bi ti se na na ya okese busa se e-levy emission tax coffee tax betting tax ni betting levy whatever it is I mean aden na o twen ma ya to aba ma no ansa
na nya question na o se na na ya okese ekubusa no enu nti na manhu no question o se ubusa na na ya okese busa o me bedi akire ni say fast forward how many years now COVID buy busa o mampani abedi akire say edi nti na Ghana for that so atua COVID levy. That is the first question you have to ask. We need to know the reason why we are still paying COVID levy. Obusa enu ni wia. No obusa ne say, edi nyina so no wo nti a wo se ono ne ba obeyi COVID levy na firi ho. Na samre o ye vice president no. O me state in the position say me Dr. Baumia, I am against the fact that Ghanaians are still paying COVID levy. It is a me ba ni nya kwanya ba. Enyina so ba komienu miensa wenti no me yi COVID levy na yede efri ho it is oh yeah the whole na ya okese na wo kokko gina o mampani abedi akire anim na wo kobusa class 1 question I will not notice you because the na ya okese that I know is gentleman as wonya kwanya tena console nanim a obusa very intelligent question eti busa vice president say edi enti na COVID yare aba na Ghana fo akwa huhiahia mu tie nte se na bepem ne Ghana fo da so tua COVID levy. Then I will notice you as a journalist. If not, you are an MPP supporter.
But that notwithstanding, no omampeni na be de che no Mahmoud Baumia flag bearer ya no say budget no a say be a core parliament I indicate all of these levies near there no enye the budget.
Dog.
Because the budget goes in the name of the president of the land.
Dog.
And go in the name of the vice president.
Dog. Vice president I can't say be brave. Or say enam na so. Ena Ghana card e buy. But on can
Oh yes.
Uchiremu sa say na so na Ghana card.
33 successes.
33
As a
successes.
vice president.
Yes, 33 successes.
And no one initiate
33 successes now, boss. Ebi wo MPP manifesto 2020 ni mo ana. Ebi wo.
Yes, ebi wo.
Ebi wo.
Yes.
Manifesto na ye ne dia. Manifesto na o say o ma complete about 80% no. Manifesto no vice president the manifesto.
Ticket no. Ono ni president no.
Enti say budget call parliament. Untumi nkan kire me say as the leader and the head of the economic management team no who make any input into the budget. You can't tell me that. You are an economist.
So he's aware.
So you are aware.
In fact,
Doc, subsequent budget that has been presented in parliament, you've seen the vice president sitting next to the finance minister.
Exactly so.
You've seen the vice president walking into the chambers of parliament with the finance minister. It means that Oji budget in tum. He's in support of the budget. Today, when you are being called to answer questions relating to the excruciating hardships of Ghanaians, you run away from it. But when it comes to the successes, you align with it. What kind of hypocrisy is this? This is what I don't understand.
Sir, ochire mu so say niema bebre ho aye bisa na oye na ne ya obe ma mpani a ontimi nye.
Enti na make say nsema ye kan nya bi na ye kan nyina ochire nya bi nka. The things that we are
Ghana for kasa ye.
Nana na make say oh, let me give you this. President Akufo-Addo succeeded in deceiving the people of this country. So Bawumia also has this fixated mind that automatically he will succeed in deceiving Ghanaians once more by coming out with the policy. Let me find out from you. Now, saying I was say, or the policy be na scheme on a telecommunication phone producers or something. Is it part of their manifesto?
It wasn't featured in.
It's not featured in the manifesto.
Yes. It wasn't featured in the manifesto.
So where from that? How can you come up with a scheme? No, or say phone manufacturing companies, Bema phones.
Yes.
Then you pay 1 CD, 2 CDs, and all of that.
It's a phone here 15,000. Now so we 1 CD every month.
Yeah, but the reference was actually made to the credit system.
The credit system arrangement. How many of the Ghanaian youth and what sustainable jobs?
Exactly so.
What I say? Untimi ntena bruchi. We need permanent job. Ubenya credit score. It is not possible. No. So if you take up an economy, unemployment rate. Then you bring it down to 14.7.
Yeah, 14.7.
All right?
Yeah.
It means that you have worsened the situation. Then you come back to tell us, say, you are bringing in a credit scoring system. How is that feasible? Because at the end of the day, the Ghanaian youth etifie onye juma. Now, let me ask you, Aban we buy or say or the one district, one factory.
Yeah. 1D1F.
1D1F. Question na me pese omo pese you recognize omo as journalist. Ekokobusa vice president ne say factories na mo build dey no. Enipa dodo sen data. Dr. Bawumia so what the data and kasa. So per his data, per the records, how many people, how many of Ghanaian youth between what age and what age? And now one district, one factory, no, I employ. I want to know that number. Okay? Then 2, or say, omode planting for food, buy. Now, per data, how food inflation, how is it? They should let us know.
Say 20%.
What I say? We want to know. I mean, the Ghanaian people want to know the positive impact of the programs are Mode from 2016. That means you are accounting to the people of this country. And it takes journalists to question the vice president for him to give us answers about convincing Ghanaians enough. Say, indeed, 8 years now, the mamono, my juma, and these are the results, and these are the impact of the policies that rolling out. A question was asked to the vice president as to say, you see, away from being an economist to a IT guru. Yeah. And look at, he gave 20-minute answers, elaborating on all the things that, in his view, are his successes. Yeah. That was not the question, the answer to the question. What we were asking Dr. Bawumia was that President Mahama was bold enough to say that when I was leaving office, I had left you Heritage Fund as means to boost the economy. I had left you Stabilization Fund. I have left you Ghana Investment Fund. I have left you ESLA. These things were there to cushion the economy, to give us reliefs. Okay? This is what we were expecting the vice president to tell us that. Look, I took the economy from here, and then now we are here. John Dramani Mahama said, I left you a debt of 120 Ghana cedis. I left you an exchange rate, 4 cedi 20 pesos. Now, tell us what you have done as an economist by telling us that, okay, I also took it from 4 cedi 20 pesos. Unfortunately, due to these circumstances, I found it 1580. Due to some circumstances, our debt had ballooned to 670 to 680 billion Ghana cedis. Then you give us the reason why we are where we are today.
But Nana, so what was Ojitu say? Omono Chirimwa, they came to meet nothing. Omom so mama betuska, omama betosho, ometueka. Nana. So in this case, no, sanko moya wudi anke be ye etwasumu. Vice President on this anko. Nana.
President Mahama wan kwoshe kokuamu baby and waka nsemu on various platforms, okay, was stating emphatically what he left for this country. None of these officials had come out to say that it is not true. Obiama Mekanche said, no, there was no Heritage Fund, there was no Stabilization Fund, there were no Ghana Investment Fund, there were no ESLA. They had not come out to say. What did I say? On top of that, we had an IMF program, $900 million. As at the time President Mahama was leaving office, he had only taken $300 million. The $600 million was taken by this MPP government. Yeah. Kenke party, any Wache party. Were you not aware? Are you not aware? Oh, Keno Foriata to party, Kenke party, ni Wache party, at the Ministry of Finance. At the young man, $600 million. You can check it. You can go bet me, dog. You are a Kenke party. So you cannot deceive the Dr. Bawumia. He shouldn't have made a mistake of engaging some supposed media men, which I see them as MPP supporters. What I say? Because it did him no good. I'm telling you, say Dr. Bawumia and again say the former President Mahama Beyebia no Beyebia. On election way 25% Kronya. I'm telling him, I'm being honest with him. Look, Nami wo Winneba. The things that I saw in Winneba, I haven't seen it in NDC before. It tells you that the NDC is refined, the NDC is experienced, the NDC knows what they are about, their structures and everything is put in place. It is a way of replicate you are going to fail. I'm telling Dr. Bawumia.
Yeah, but he admitted at the meeting, said, Obi Bisan, the question about Oma so in his opinion, a bind we I encounter with all honesty, Bitimia say Oma Philly. And he admitted that gold for oil policy, or few saying it was Anka, almost starting in Tem, near Sanka, almost starting in Temwa, and economy name be due Pempensua, a be due to say. And a two, infrastructure. He feels that the Omabano need too much on infrastructure, talking about dining halls, need dormitories for the educational I mean, this is an honest view, and at least what I said there were some failures.
The honest view to that question, the answer is that Dr. Bawumia promised the people of this country that he have concrete roads. Concrete roads, and up to now, you 1 kilometer of it. Or promised the people of this country sky train no be permanent ye. He promised the people of this country car for Okada riders. Or say, or more the car, ebaba be replace Okada.
Chargeable ones.
Permanent, those cars are not in existence. The honest question to that answer was Palugu Dam, where $12 million or so has been paid, but yet nothing has been done. Dr. Bawumia promised the people of this country, so Obedi Vice President will have universities in Zongo communities. There is none. He promised that every community is going to have water and toilet. As we speak, there is no water and toilet in every community. He promised that every Ghanaian is going to have a bank account. You can't just walk to a bank without any sustainable job and say that maybe be a bank account. Now be a bank account in we are. Up to now, any Ghana phone in a bank account, he has failed. Dr. Bawumia promised us that he has arrested the dollar and given the key to the IGP. As at that time, no, not dollar, no air 40, 20 pesos. Me no can say 1580. He has failed the people of this country. And your failure, too no boss no. I am giving of this to tell you that he has failed the people of this country, not just two. So if he was able to give 33 credit to himself, I'm giving him about 20 of the things that he has failed. And even the 33, we are messing fast checking where only one. Ni obenya me say obi mu a okra free amanone eba ya odiko seaport no ne office no issue letter akofa mo na chicha masala for eno no special prosecutor investigate eno ne ade obetimi di accredit no ho. Right. So at the end of the day, Dr. Bawumia promised us Okoto Weche recently. Was here Okoto Weche obetimi the barcode here. Are you aware? How many Weche sellers have that system in place? How many of them? The things that Dr. Bawumia Ghanaians, for which reason officially and to Abamano, they are not fixable. They are not human. It doesn't fit into any realistic thinking. And it beats my imagination that he feels comfortable saying those things. Just yesterday at Abrikuma, I said there's going to be Women Development Fund. What is the meaning of Women Development Fund? You people sat 321 people down to draft a manifesto of about 40 pages. And there's nowhere in that manifesto, yes, it is there's going to be Women Development Fund. Then you go about telling people that you are going to bring another scheme called the Women Development Fund. Where from that? If we are to put you to straight questioning right now, how are you going to defend that scheme? Where are you going to get that money? Says Kana or the Koto Fund. Where is the source of that money? Where is the money going to come from? These are the questions that I expect journalists to ask about. Where are you going to get money to put into the Women Development Fund? Where? So, look, going around telling people stuffs which are not based on any data, there's no thinking into it, you just go rhetorically, you just go and then tell people it's not helping the debate, it's not helping the argument. And I was very surprised and very shocked. Say, Paul Adomochre, your friend is saying, the board chair of Ghana Port, was Eko Jina Hoka said, Dr. Bawumia has changed the narrative. Which narrative? He has rather reduced the argument because se Osha Nyoma Era John Dramani Mahama, Ekobo Bosu o Winiba. Se Nyame ya adom na Ghana for the 2 mission and sa. Wo ba be yesem de wo fam a ebeje wonsem. That is what
you per se share some of the whole conversation about around the meet the press now.
Meet the MPP supporters.
Generally, well, we don't know about that. We don't know about
that. Whatever happened the Sunday by the president, next vice president,
Nana, where Wadaroma.
Based on the failed promises in
Wadaroma, Mr. All the questions that came from, there was this gentleman from GH1.
Yes, Ibrahim.
Obusa question said, in 2016,
yes,
you said nurses are suffering, teachers are suffering, and all of those things. Now, the question to that answer, what was it? What the president told us? He said that the problems are still there, just that they have improved on it.
Yes.
You have improved on it by pushing exchange rate to 15.8. Is that an improvement?
Yeah, but he talked about, say, PSHS Aba, Oma restore Alawa, Oma the double beneficiary to the school feeding program, Oma the student loan recipients.
Nana say Oko Ghana Statistical Service.
One district, one factory.
Oko Ghana Statistical
one
Service.
Constituency, one ambulance.
No more gather data on how Ghanaians' life has improved. And yet nurses allowance, any teachers allowance, and the life of Ghanaians be improving.
But the free SHS.
And yet free SHS doesn't put money into anybody's pocket.
No, but
I'm telling you.
Almost see they've paid their fees. And they say it's our fees now.
And the other thing I want to market to them, to market to them, I'm go to them fees. Is it not the same thing? The money now also would they go to them banning fees and amameno. I don't know fan to market to them. Condition. Now, what we are saying, look, President Mama was very emphatic in 2016, saying that let us do it progressively because you cannot just push the student into the system. Abrakra infrastructure anyhow. And no necessarily who schools now. Why many work say and Kwalani be by fear 2-3 months ago. Still on that suit almost on the 27 September thereabout. They've been home for more than 2 months, 3 months. Is that the kind of education I want for my child? Who engaged me? Has anybody engaged me? I am not in support of any wholesale free SHS. I don't like it. Take it from me. Mimpe. Like anything cheap. That is not how to do things because me nkasa me banning ko school no metina fie 3 months. What if you're here? Akola wadru school ko time wako school. Now say akola ne metina fie bo so me miensa. So ya abaya wadi mfie dunsia dunso a. Na obi ani fie na me ja abaya no wo fie a. How do I feel? Me say me te ben pokuase omo ye classes e wo ho kokohwe nkwala no omo ntade hyem omo pon school a kohwe abrabo omo bo ho. Is that the kind of life we want for our children? These being exposed to all kinds of things. Why are Ghanaians not reasoning? What's the meaning of this? Another person is telling you that, look, let's take our time. Let's roll these children on gradually. And I have had issue with this free SHS thing. Akolaniko school no be visual arter. He's not able to do anything. Our secondary school students are useless when they finish school. They can't do anything. What in the quaternary reception cry, he doesn't know what to do. Is that the kind of education we are giving to our children? After school, our children should be productive. When you go to China, a child of 18, 16 years is productive. He's working in factories. What kind of education are we giving to our children?
Somebody TVET about.
That is not what we are talking about. What I'm saying is that you're in training and kwalano such that right after SHS, akwalano wants an jumebi obeti media eden ediye bibi. Now, these political students are producing from University of Ghana. Ediye juma no baba yokruma.
Yeah.
Political science students are more University of Ghana. School ediye juma no be.
Yeah, politicians.
I'm about to politics, no. I be politics.
Don't now they venture into that area.
See, MPP came up with a very good strategy, saying that we are going to build one district, one factory. Okay?
Yes.
You told us that you are moving this economy from taxation to production, which is a fantastic idea. 8 years down the line, our children are still working in the streets. There's no work for them to do. You have to account for it. You have to explain the reason why in the policy buy now this now me no can say policy no anti-me achieve the target the target of it.
1D1F.
1D1F. Enti yan kwala no mu ko school no me say me obi oni mi bia nim say na me kira de na me technical skills teacher na me kira de me kira de no me kira nkwala no block laying carpentry what you say enti say ene na nse me ko say me kwa koto akonwa omo say akonwa ba ko say 2,500 one akonwa ba ko. So me to tour a single me to tour that is 5,000 Ghana cedis. And kwala we secondary school tifie say a demo bobo shit now koto so o me gina table so no mfa nhyem kura o hunu ye. What kind of education is that?
But say omo no mo pese awofo ekon mo ha mo nti no mo se yenye free SHS for all.
We should industrialize this country. Was that not the we seek to industrialize the country? If we are going into industrialization, by now we should think of changing our educational system such that we'll be able to produce more carpenters, more masons, more artisans, so that this country, President Muhammad Bibiashe, the manifesto, I'm going to read it out to you.
Okay.
There's going to be an apprenticeship program. What you are saying? Yedin sanu juma na chichiri okroyo. Omo beye bridges e wo krom ha no. Omo nya nipa te say ya. Omo a ye kofo omo free other countries. Omo beye big project e wo krom ha no. Omo te say ya. Am ha de yen mabunu no. Yen mabunu no. Wo de omo ye bibia enye yi. Wo so be adwuma. No be the SS certificate ba obeje no. Be honest. Obeje no. Adentia.
Because
even up to the university level, they are not able to do anything. So what I'm saying is that it is free SHS. It's about looking holistically at our educational system. Our educational system is not helping us to develop. That is that. We shouldn't be training SHS students no more fear for nothing. And now that is not what we want. We have to train our children to be productive. Akola ni be wie SHS no bebe fie no. E wo so otumi de nensa. Eye bibi. Ye ko school na ye bi na ye dressmaking. Na ye home economics. Omo nu aduane ene ade enti akola ni be fie kura wa anya hwe kura no ti fie at least obetumi aye meat pie aton. Do obetumi aye beat catering bibi aton obetumi apamade onyanko university no kura no opamade ebi mutumi de bead eye mpaboa ebi de ye bag ebi de ye wei ebi de ye wei
ebi de ye che nyina
ebi de ye che crochet amji bibi de what I say
nyabotre
events
ye nyabotre ne ko ani ye hu
de bi ayi bi ahoma bi
ayi crochet no mo fe
very good omutumi de bi omo wa ahoma bi ayi bi
na pin so
na omode omutumi de ntade bebre
echekure shekrom de yebi
what you say the last time me call na me tukwan me be see na Namibia airport wudu airport wa wudi ewuram wo this African ade lady na wote ho na me bus o say she does all of those things our airport to the inside there's a perfume shop right after the perfume shop na kobusan. This is what we should train our children on. Kobo yure kente and go and see. Now, do you know how much kente cost?
It cost.
But ye man we school omotifi. Common things oko malls. And your man ketenkete ye import free China. Visual art students could be doing some of these things. When I was in school, one of our visual art students, Onona sculpture, who designed the headmaster those times, Mr. Kwame Amwatin, and it was beautiful because he had a normal like project kind of thing, and he came out one of the best students. This is how we should train our children. They should be able to do things for themselves. Me, one of my mates, you read school, no, you book or you book, maybe book or more. Yes, and don't know how much money now he owns a publication at the company. Do you know how much money he is making there? But then we are producing these wholesale free SHS students. You have to take the child to the university. Well, we are investing now. There is still nothing for the child to do. So what are we doing? Is this how we want things to be done?
Ebuzafo kweku edujemfi na yeneno ebusua esinkonwa ewo Ctv Dwabo so na pay or political activist na ono nso ekire nadwene efa nsemo a egu apono so no na ye buso ahwe anim say yenu abema from the MPP ebabe cancer ye oba ye de ne beba dwumedi ni so na ono nso ahave ono nso ni see ewo enkomodi a basuna ye hwa di o ye de enkomodi ni be see about Dr. Bawumiani press na ohia o but he makes a case strongly and forcefully so say omo 2020 manifesto no omo execute 80% of that. There was a question to him like that say ohwa te saying no see omo execute the MPP government under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo a ono nso ka ho bie no omo execute 80% of sa manifesto promises.
Dog.
Ti dia okay nyina na nhye da nya dia ono mo ne wo be ya adwene kra.
Ya dia ya rehosem na Ghana for dodo na mu dia no pe ni nyina be gi atum se MPP for ana say manifesto a omo de be winning elections no. They have not executed even 10% of it.
Out of the 18.
Out of the 18, not even 10% of it. What they have done is that omama politicians enya ahoden a omode bo oman kro no. That is what they have done. They have institutionalized corruption in this country. What I say? Omama mabunu dodo na anu aduane abowomu. They came to collapse businesses. The first thing this government did when they came to office is to collapse media houses. Ama manfo kwatena fie me no ka say enyuma bebre atotum. Me no ka say when they came they closed down banks. And Dr. Bawumia say omo close banks na emom they merge them. Into Heritage Bank omo merge with which bank? I want to know. Heritage Bank. Bank ben omo de merge here. Oh, we have a man who's supposed to be telling Ghanaians the truth, and he keeps lying.
Oh, but say a bank.
So
CBG, Consolidated Bank of Ghana. Say and we are banks in the boom na amode form here.
And do okay can boom no ekoni ran ho. Okay can bank ni boom no ekoni ran ho. Me na madwuma. E na say madwuma na ma ho den so ani. Nti wo pese obi so. Na me fa me ho nkobo aban meboa na aban so yemu ne yenye abra IMF for di omu sika ba be hye yen economy ni mu no a omu hu se omu manage economy no se bi omu nim de na omu adwene wo fom omu di rep e bai se kokotena Bank of Ghana ho na make a decision bi omu be take no it will be in the interest of
right
and our conditions. That is prudent management of economy. Because IMF on share so the sika be ma na koko diska no. Na say no. It is a buy when we say banks e conform. Now wo pese wo kosoma. You just appoint people to make sure that they supervise these banks to do the right thing. Now banks are not say make na nice be so that you know how to do with the profit. You don't tell me say you've merged. Now I'm say Heritage Bank or more merge with wine. Atuesi no we.
Yeah, or we fiasi.
Atuesi nkwa bank na egu no. Ono nkwa na bank na egu no. I don't know the fiasi.
Oh, say ne mra no omadi.
And that same time na na de UT bank ko gina court. UT bank akosi say. I don't know the otifi. Selective justice. Of course. Capital Bank. Same issues. No be there if you are no be tifie. That same process now near commence say Omunina prosecution commenced the same time. Selective justice. Is that what it is? Other than the CEO of the bank at the prison. Now board chair at tifie and then a edidida. Do you know the condition of Atuasian right now? What the hospital? The man is dying. Is that what we want? Is that what we want? Where is NAM1? Where is DKB? The DKM. DKM away.
DKM. The last time we checked, I think he was on the campaign trail.
NAM1 the same say neutralize you.
You see, this is not the kind of government Ghanaians deserve. We deserve better.
But he made a very strong statement that Ghana needs an upgrade, not a reset.
Don't need an upgrade. We need a reset. Maka menua kansem ni bebree. Oti ase. Say oman fapema yegina so no. Enye. This is not how we supposed to run our country. Oti ase. Oman yen judiciary omu nyina omanan so. I can tell you on authority, and they should listen and listen good. The Ghana Judicial Service doesn't belong to any individual. It is Ghana Judicial Service. It belongs to the people of this country. Obia President Akufo-Addo appointed. Wouldn't say wouldn't deserve it. I will better now. Me say, we petition. Are you ready? We petition. Are you ready? Yeah, threatening woman. Yeah, can't no crime natural woman. Are they above the law to be threatened or to be criticized? Why wouldn't say wouldn't dog your friend is saying Attorney General Akochi Shesuma say Akwake Kansam any idea audio evidence or how to run this country. All our institutions, the institutions that are supposed to hold people accountable, they have all been compromised. All the institutions have been compromised. The anti-corruption institutions, where are they? Where is charge now? What they are some to charge anymore? Forever you will not hear anything from it. Okujeto for so many times have been petitioning charge on issues. When was the last time you heard charge say anything about anything? When John Mahama was in office, you saw the various Occupy Ghana, CDD, one there, everybody had a voice to speak.
Now, Occupy Ghana no more.
Was it he's working like a bull? And I'm sure by now he's working like a bull.
Wow.
What I said, we can't hand this country over to a few family members for them to do what they like at the expense of the millions of people. Our hope is hanging in a balance. Hope is a government. Any program. People who goes out to import from other countries, how are their businesses now? Because of exchange rate. And as a vice president, you have the opportunity to meet the press, and you are not able to give us details. And you are referring to COVID, you are referring to Russia-Ukraine war at this time.
But let's move a bit away from the meeting now, of course. On manifesto, see, come for manifesto. But in general, no, me perceive to two myself A, B, C, D. No, in general, how do you take the NPP manifesto?
I was very disappointed.
In general,
it is the bold solution.
I was very disappointed. Say enipa 321 ekwa tenase na memwie enti na manfa document na man enipa 321 ekwa draft 40 page na copy and paste 2020 manifesto no omutu a na omu de abehye copy and paste.
Why manifesto?
MPP
omukotu
old manifesto no omu de abehye 2024 de ni copy and paste samoma makwanya me de beba. Now you fast check it. All of those copy and paste. That is what they have done.
But that is also to say they believe in continuity. Send
of the old manifesto.
Nti bibi wo old one no mo feel say ebia omo ntimi ndi ho dwuma na moving forward o metimi aya.
And say a continuous government. So tell us that you don't have anything new. Old things now. I know say old things now. But to commission 321 people, Tibon Koso. Now I'm going 40. I make 21, 321 more be new. Me see 321 Tibon Koso.
There be the say no nya fair.
Now my boy
says doctors, academia, ni de keke ka hones esinkunya 80 times. E kobrani sinkunya 80 times to put up a document like knockers with
MPP commissioned 321 Tibon Koso to go and draft 40-page copy and paste document for the people of this country. That is an insult to the but
also research and when you say a copy and paste, it's a waka. You have any okay.
Any document
I have a problem with the Tibon Koso.
Tibon Koso phone.
Yes.
Any part 321 were commissioned to draft a 40-page document.
260 page.
260-page document. Meboa. Any part 321 Tibon Koso were commissioned 360 pages document.
That's not fair.
That's my interpretation. Some more be adding.
You for he
said there may be a Chrome 417 contested for elections. What
did you owns as well?
Of course no. 321 Tibon Koso.
Ntido yeguso sinkuja wo Ctv Dwabo jumedie so na ye hwe ni mu se onso de wo messages ebeba messages na mu di bebre aba me kra no agimensa ye hwa de obi di aba wa ha se or say nipa ne say where is this message? Oh god, too bad or say nipa no di aba e wa ha say men kan ma no na ye said ya and ma bisi fa ko but yankoyanim or say let the man in the studio understand that ECG's metering system upgrade has resulted in 893 million loss in 2 months. Is Baumia talking? Is this the upgrade Baumia is talking about? Hey, let the man understand that ECG's metering system upgrade results in 893 million Ghana cedis loss in 2 months. Is this the upgrade Baumia is talking about? Right. We cannot speak to that. The manifesto was clear, relatable, humane, and universal ideas. Imani Africa, Franklin Kujo, and Eddie and Semwe Eddie Abba. You say you na share view. Was ansem no in the on the Facebook warna. Franklin Kujo HSF. Neni aje NDC manifesto ni ho. Sanse na emu da ho. Idea. Timemufo no edi omo ho relatable je say to so a omo de sisi omo amabrabo je say eni omo abrabo no ese ya de nso a je say ewo nipa ntiase de manipa eni de kekeka ho a kirekire mu nsem bebre eni ade a je say eniema eye ndisi amanyoko no edi kuche gu krata so say a manifesto, a social contract with the Ghanaian people. No say Yakupon Yadena Otuaba, Omotuaba ma or no more Mudibedi Jumano. Say a Muda or Sebi Nyansa Wumos is very sensible. Any in Sembibria or Wakanfa I can say manifesto no. Kweku, what's your take on Imani Africa?
Doc
President in Semodiaba.
Franklin Kujo Meboa.
Franklin Kujo.
We de waya de wakasa yi na ne kwan so
say why yes
ne wo mu ne say NDC manifesto no. Yeah. Ofa na wo ye bayi bonsam kura wontumi ntu. Kire se nyame ahoɔden ani nyame tumi ɛwɔ manifesto ni. Ɛyɛ manifesto a se Ghana fo som na ɔmo gitum na ɔmo to abama yewura John Dramani Mahama ɛde ɔmo bɛkɔ bɔ hyasase so. Saa manifesto no ɛhono mprumpuruye ni bi. Ɛna yewura Franklin Kudu. Nyame abie so akyerɛ na wɔde saa nkom hye ya bɛ. What you say? It's you. Enti a fair assessment of the NDC 2024 manifesto. Because I was there and I was amazed at the things that the key points are President Mahama at the two yenim yenye koshia o winiba no. It gave hope, it gave assurance. Emma enida so say ampa Ghana no, we can still do something about it. Even though say achia no, say Ghana for anye mistake. No almost had the 2 million share John Dramani Mahama nsa obetimi aye. Emo bi antie the argument say you have been in office for 8 years. If you could do all the things that you said you do, why didn't you do them?
Exactly. A question I will be Ediaba no say
about umia and I can't answer no. But anyway ya no ono no say oye nneoma na wo so oye ni nyina ena ochena obedan na waye adwuma na aka no eti adwuma eka enra no eno na yewura John Dramani Mahama say yema ne kwan no omra no meye. It fits into the logic of Baumia that he cannot do all now. It means President Mahama within 4 years couldn't do all the things that he wanted to do.
Okay.
So he's back to tell Ghanaians that give me another chance to come and do the things that I wanted to do. Let me finish my mission for the people of this country. And that is what the 2024 manifesto is all about. It gives hopes and assurance to the people of this country that yes, there's another man standing. I believe in Ghana, no believe in the youth, the capacity of this country. Say yes, we can do it. And I believe him. Because unim the more instructive. Now point 7. Point now, let's stay here.
Yeah.
Point 7.
Okay.
Maminka the reason when John Dramani one experienced, intelligent manner. Say Ghana 40 na ebeboye. Or say in his first 100 days, he's going to commence drafting needed amendment and prepare for implementing the 24-hour economy under the office of the president. Near Kachira when they say, only say without the needed legal amendment, no, onto me, and yet 24-hour economy.
Exactly.
And the 24-hour economy, or they share or minor, botayum. What I say, he's putting it into the mainstream policy of government. So he will need parliament and other institutions to give him that legal backing to be able to kick policy. Is it the same as giving Ghanaians funds to pay 1 cedi and 2 cedi? Is it the same?
No, you cannot.
Which legal backing will you get to go and give funds to Ghanaians? No, 1 cedi, 2 cedi. Where are you going to get that? So it tells you that one person is serious about business and another is just being rhetoric. Ofi said the Obeka biya Ghana for besum. Do you think at this moment the Ghana for here your mobile phone? Is that what you think? The Ghanaian youth needs job to survive.
And then I will reduce the conversation to just mobile phone.
It is a mobile phone. I don't know can you.
One factor no the manifest.
I don't know can you.
No, me just say I think he now will make an example. An
example. In fact, and you're not kind on the kind or kind of meeting. Now, point 5 of NDC manifesto. I hear John Dramani Mahama they told Ghana for him. No, say in his first 90 days. Here, a buying way the Ghana for a com. Na still la omu hu Ghana for mobo. No omu sa di omu sa to Ghana for bottom. Eyi omu sika no. Aye friend e levy. Ansa na ye beji e levy atumu. Aban we share ye mbo say. CG levy tuma ebe creating 1 million jobs. Where are the jobs? No way. Where are the statistics? Say levy has created 1 million jobs. Where is it? There is none. Etiera John Dramani Mahama so oba in his first 90 days. Say be ya Ghana for komu be hare or muntino. Levy obey ye free ho. COVID levy obey ye free ho. 10% on bet winning. Obey ye free ho. Ena emission tax and emission levy and it obey ye free ho. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tax component. E Ghana for say nyame ya adom ne ewura John Dramani Mahama yi free ho a ebe ma Ghana fo kom ahenhare on na nansen ya ja akora me na me kom dem enam so me mfa kire ha laboni ha na ja ulma me mpa bibi kakra ni me kwotena se no mo mra me emu ne akokọ bi ye ba ya nana almost 3 million
emu be odidi he
me modi
odidi
Emodi
but
Lamoni Turkish restaurant bi wa na Turkish na me fa receipt no me ko ya taxes nko almost 57 Ghana cedis na is me 57 Ghana cedis no every me 3 million ni ma is scan ka me tua kakra bi scan ka me tua kakra bi enso me tua COVID levy me tua get fund me tua NHIS. What you say? It is a Ghana Nino. Anna, me so to have that. Say Ghana Nini Trias and Yoma way in Ama buying the air. A DNT and are buying to me Yuma. Ama Ghana for any being. If you are able to get all this revenue as a government, then why can't you give your people the 1992 Constitution, Chapter 6, Makawaha, the directive principles of state policy? It is a page that Ghanaians must hold every government to it. That is and then on Kwanyera John Dramani Mahama. Esiremu jata. Etre so dayepa. Emeni da so eba mabunu so. O se es gracia oba watwam. Enya no nkwan. O se there's a private member bill. Ah yewura Samuel Kudjoto abla kwanedi anim. Say yensa si ye japade kakra akan nie akufo adone na busuafo awia ton no nie akan oba wo de mra beba se ochina bi mpo no akufo ado na nom no yan ya wuwu achie kɔ no because me da achi bia me ni ho a meka kire me ma se onye careful se emma won supporto anybody from a Akufo-Addo's family who wants to be president of this country in future. Na se onu so kwa on kan kire ne ma onye fa nya ne ma sa asema me kan Ghana ni bia fa nto ni no on kan kire wo ma ka kire wo ma na ka kire wo nananom. Nobody should support any member from Akufo-Addo's family to be president of this country again. Me de me ka kire me ma na maka kire me nananom na me nananom so nka kire o moma
obi a wona adwene ode ba
abusua yare
entafo kra wo
ajapade document no enye Akufo-Addo nko a abusua. And I believe in it. I believe in that document. Say abusua bi person omo fa omo ye japade de ye omo de. And it is serious for this country. Look, Nana, nobody is more Ghanaian than anybody.
That is true.
Nobody is more Ghanaian than anyone. So nobody should benefit from this country more than any other Ghanaian. A national cake. But you say, you do be see hosek di kanfoa. And shishaya obeya. Ebibeko Eastern region. Ebibeko Oti region. Ebibeko Northern region. Ebibeko Eastern region. Sana yen. Ene mibusa was. Sansana MPP ebeba abemu. Na abuakwa na what is saying. Uni mabuakwa. Baby ofori penny tie na what is saying. Na what is saying.
And then what is saying.
Ene a what is saying.
Say development now. You sue for development. And you develop.
Eti to me you kuro baako na develop kuro no. Is that the case?
Development there.
Me busa me makọ ho ntina me me yi kuro baako si ho. Na ya ye asphalt afa kuro nim nyina ni asisi library. As library. Na na sa abre na mfie nwotwe no ahemfie a kukuru du a sa na ye on my own sa na ye no aban bi ba e wo se abusua bi edi yie e wo se abusua bi ho to wo mo na abusua bi de omo ho kire wo mo na sabi obi ye more Ghanaian than the other. Is that how it's supposed to be? We shouldn't allow that. Oh, that is the kind of energy that drives me. Some of these things that as Ghanaian, I was saying in Penifua, you did to me show Monsano, or more me in as much as Omono, Omonso Hono. Because not only that, the Constitution makes provision for their comfort. The Constitution doesn't make same provision for me. Exactly. So if you are enjoying all those privileges, then you go overboard to steal. Don't expect me to come and sit here and be calm. I will not be calm. Some 80-year-old man and his family thinks that they deserve the best, but the rest of us Ghanaians, we don't deserve anything good. Is that how it's supposed to be? Maybe your finance minister said, come to die. And I'm quite so eba. It means planting for food and jobs. Sikano away.
Oh, so it was a successful initiative.
Nana success no.
Omo kon phase 2. Phase 2 no kroma sa launch ya.
Nana
ya successful there say we
Nana ya say bibi is successful. E impact and ma dey successful.
Tina make am so omo chiremu a.
Omo no chiremu. And na me dey to Ghana fo anim say
successful and they are going on to the second phase.
Unim say fertilizers are omo import here planting for food and jobs for $12 million. Unim say yirai.
Yes, sir.
$12 million of fertilizers are planting for food and jobs. Look, I am telling them today, and this thing, whoever becomes the next Attorney General in President Mohammed's administration, I'm going to file a petition. The Agric Minister, the former Agric Minister, and the former Deputy Agric Ministers, they will be investigated on planting for food and jobs. Honorable George Odo, you should be ready. He will be investigated. And Dr. Friye, they will be investigated to come and account for that flagship program, because a programmer are buying this security. A shame, and for that matter, I was saying contact Ghana for. Nobody will be left, because John Dramani Mahama so die pa. Said they see penasem because na dwene mu da ho onya kromfo.
Nti it is open assembly when you TV so because
the same e-levy ne COVID tax near the idea you know. Say you're about me also so ba obe ye fi so. There then ma JDM dia obeka e too special say.
Why na share say on to me nyim free so sisi e. To obetimi e ye free so.
Wonye mampen.
Point 16 Nana Uti. Yera John Dramani Mahama or say on job creation. Till what you say we announce was resre. Was say what the Ejumawura program eba. Say idea we. Okay, say Yera Pakwasi Indum. He started this thing, and true to his words, he was able to create jobs for the people of this country. Minumi we attest to that.
Yeah, that's true.
What happened? And such a national asset. Or one nimdia or to me the creative jobs. Emma Ghana Fonya biye. And abai biba at the botayeba said, me banama baby guni numa. Na Ghana for one more numa and quatinefi. No more compared to my for such a diabolic government. Kenoforiata should be ready. Me say abai se san, you better tin wo krom how rough.
And you seem to be threatening everybody.
I'm threatening everybody because they are criminals. If you are a criminal, but you should feel threatened.
No, but I know what this will refer to be. Oh, I don't say when I was a criminal.
Okojina Parliament admitting, say bonds are raising wo krom han. 150 million. His company has benefited from it. Enterprise assurance.
Is it not legitimate?
It's legitimate.
It's a business, a company, no more business.
He's the only Ghanaian businessman who's supposed to enjoy everything in this country. Is that the case? No. Deserve it. Kwabena form omo deserve it. Ono kwa na one everything must go to him. Me say this last 3 months, I can survive wherever they put me. I'm telling you. Because look, we will not always make it the usual conversation of coming here and do MPP, NDC and get away with it. We have to, as youth, we have a responsibility. The Constitution tells us to protect this country. We should protect the properties of this country. I have that constitutional right. Say obi we o man bofo ti o manim no odi o man ne bonia. I was saying team to sukoko echere any pan. And that is what I'm doing. And if anybody feels uncomfortable, they can go ahead and do whatever they want to do. Do you know the number of threat messages I was, for example, the but those times, do you know the number of threat messages I was receiving? What I say? Doesn't mean I'm not scared though.
As a woman, say, I mean, wherever they put you, you don't care. And you know,
at the end of the day, no. Me watch me the makwan. Watch me the makwan. Watch me the makwan because at the end of the day, no. Say watch me na wo betena bamua kosi awie o. Because me life. Say wotena say na wotena bam, you have the power to keep me wherever you've kept me for life.
Because you keep on making the reference that they can come for me, they can come for me.
And I'm say, baby, I would maybe to be no. Make sure you keep me there for life. That is my policy. Make sure I don't come out from there. Because it's about time certain people must sacrifice for this country.
And you are ready for
that.
I
don't care. I won't go alone. I'm telling you, I won't go alone. We will sacrifice for this country. I won't go alone. Make sure you keep me there for life.
You are SMC.
Oh, yeah, the community.
It's either I say then we are not threatening anybody. They are feeling uncomfortable because when him say them when him said you shouldn't feel threatened by anybody.
It's the MPP Omokoji John Dumelo cars abronya money na bedi achiri fuwe ye sa na montuni nyina.
Now maybe Winiba, you heard me. Go and check on record. I have said it that there's a task force awaiting.
Some be
tusa. Say abronya to me kwaji John dia. And ye wo car na wutimu na wonim say ya ban car. So we lose election no one call package office of and try me emerge. What you say?
Is it a way to go? I mean,
political activism. That is why in Tina me I don't go around as MPP or NDC. So that the things that I say, no, you can say NDC for na soma na so on keka. Wo be cheme a me kwa na wo cheme. Na me kwa na makoyi me ho ano. Is that not the case?
But
so what I'm saying is that
in which favor? Say because
political activism is that we make sure the right things are done, even in successive governments. I have said it on different platforms. Say Bosha Ira John Dramani Mahama de Amayen. Say Ghana for to Abamano. No obey the opposite. NDC4 cannot contain me in this country. I'm telling you. In Sama Mekano. And I'm telling you, studio, me see me yebi o me fie ho, me do a me twa video dey send o. Because TV station it may no me fie ho. Then you come there and I come and arrest me. It's about time we have to force our leaders to do the right thing.
So it's not because you belong to a certain political party in Tina. When
me say, I have said it on different platforms to say. Sa de day yes Ghana for so move to me she John Dramani Mahama nsem because ye wo gidie say Ninsem na oka no oba obeye. Se oba no obeye the opposite of it. Me see John Dramani Mahama on to me ntena bam. He can't. And some be free enu ma ba no on to me stand it. Eti onim sa nsem na ntina makipi wa ha no. Enye na makipi wa say o me phone. We are going to make sure say assembly a waka wa ha bi wo de be ye adwuma. Wo fi say ne yewura okuje tabla kwa eye no. Or yen kwa. Look at the passion. How they yes and man or it's because he has love for this country. Men for memu sorry normal to Canada who now we US who now we UK. Why are we country? It's because we believe, say, leader Bibeba, he will not be like a Kufuado. What I say? Now, finance minister has admitted that they are sorry for doing what? The domestic exchange program. Because eno na nam so ma ho kira ye den aba omani. Eye finance minister, the current finance minister, eye ono na initiative program. Eye ono initiative. So who are the people who supposed to come and apologize to us? All of a sudden, Akufo-Addo ne nkofo ni nyina ma withdraw. And no more pushing new faces into the atmosphere. But the apology must not come from the new people. The apology must come from Akufo-Addo himself. He should come down from his high horses, the arrogance and omra form. If not, the people are going to reject Bawumia. And they have already rejected him. Because we need leaders. When you make wrong, you admit you're wrong, and you say, I'm sorry. This is what I wanted to do. People, Obama fear President Kufuor picture. It's not because of anything. Forward to his last days in office, he realized that certain things didn't go wrong. He honestly apologized to the people of this country and said that, look, ebi anameti echiri, me hunu said the name nyometitie. Okay. Ye ba ye no, enyomo mu odin kakra. We are sorry. There is enunti President Kufuor still a nipa adorn. Now even from both political divide, we still love him because of his humility, because of his assertiveness, his sensitivity.
We're quite heated.
We will come back again this and we have also say manifesto ningina. We are going to critically take our leaders on this very program, especially when delivery.
President Mahama Shegana Fobo. This one, if I don't read it, M1. Or say Oba, he's going to point 13.
Okay.
He's going to institute inquiries and a forensic audit into the following matters of public interest. Okay. 1, the collapse of indigenous Ghanaian banks and financial institutions at a supposed cost of 25 billion Ghana cedis. How can you throw away 25 billion Ghana cedis? And you think, say, you are above criticisms. The decisions that you take that affect the livelihood of Ghanaians, we must attack it in equal measure. Okay. Do you know what 2 billion will do to the economy of Ghana? Just throw it away in the name of collapsing banks. And you think nobody can tell you? Nonsense.
Yanko, abutre.
Illegal print. The budget. Exactly. They went overboard. It will be investigated. $58 million has been invested into National Cathedral. At that level, and you think you are not a criminal, somebody else is telling you, and you are offended. Okay, for $53 million in Ebra, $58 million in Fabra, I will retract and apologize. I'll crom for. Not only that, or say illegal and inflated single source content like the one Dr. Bawumia Nuyano, 83 cedis contract now, you so the man, it will be investigated. Okay. Not only that, COVID expenditure. Yawaha, one of these MPP women came to tell us, say, your friend is saying, ya chesi kana muamunonunya be 100,000 Ghana cedis. President Mahama say oba COVID expenditure, obehishim. PDS, condition precedence change to constituting what?
Insurance guarantee.
Guarantee. Yeah. Dr. Bawumia should be ready. He will be investigated. Not only that, a Japan document.
SML.
Ambulance spare parts. Dr. President Akufo-Addo. It will be investigated. And I thank President Mahama for that. African Games, Sky Train, yes. Paulugu Dam, Marset, Galamsey fraud, 400 missing excavators, truckers, and Spunovi, boss scandal, and all of that will be investigated.
All right.
For which reason I give my full support to President Mahama.
Hey.
Now they should be ready, say Oba. Na sa nneoma we also oba investigating, so we investigate here. Hey.
All right. Eti emja for ye de nkomodi e be si wa hada ya to aso ebre semuna ene kwaku edu jefi message si aba force so ama wo no de pa afa yenye challenge of the day no yenye birthdays na ebre be mo na yenka messages na oti hey already odi be kofi
o me tutu bia ma na me
I was say
challenge of the day yenko
challenge of the Dwabo challenge of the day. Who was the head of government under the 1969 Constitution of Ghana? Who was the head of government under the 1969 Constitution of Ghana? And also Ubet Midaba Kwesikisi from Gomwa Nkran says the NPP manifesto didn't say anything about fight against corruption, galamsey, and nepotism, or they intend to upgrade it. Ghana needs resetting, and NDC John Mahama is the only person who can reset the nation. NPP never again. Komensa Pillar 2. And so Ede Abba or say, Inshallah, God will never allow this to happen in Ghana. A visionless and disrespectful gang cannot rule Ghana again. Choose integrity and affordability. Life. I say choose integrity and affordability life. Bao digital. Bao digital and how accumulating for Ghana, Ghana's children's brighter future. May Almighty Allah have mercy on us all. Madam Hungry Lion from Kaswa. I also Nesema or Diabano. Hana comments appeal to the also Dome Kwabenya constituency NDC manifesto copy and paste. If vote for them, free SHS will be cancelled. Especially greetings to Mother for Honorable Nana Madukia PC for Okankwe North and Lawyer Mike Kwe Junior PC for Dome Kwabenya constituency by Komensa Pillar 2.
All right.
Yeah.
Yenye birthdays, no.
Yeah. Director Sabede, I ready. Abraham.
Okay.
Abraham picture I ready, and then I would stress about the Yankopon in Shirano na Niswa Dignon and Pai Bunina no Embrem in Qua and Yahoo, ya ready and quite richly a man with a Palm Secondary School year group and a more air show. In Zidana, you meet me, Uncle.
All right. Director, say why a crowd wa yenko Gloria Sewa Akutu. Gloria Sewa Akutu. Yes, and there a birthday Yankopon Inshra na onto nkwem na omo akodi na sikaka ho na bibia nso enko yemfema Gloria. The di hoye Mensa Thompson Asepa.
Yes.
Executive Director, Alliance for Social Equity and Public Accountability. One more Executive Director, Mensa Thompson. Happy birthday to you, bro. Yankopon Shao na onko swa ntre ushim na ombo humaya unyasem. The this wo Apostle Samuel Kwe. All right, and you know, or a general overseer at the UCMI. We free Telma Jifa, higher Telma Jifa Haibo. Nihona, a free basse, Papa always show happy birthday, Yankopon and Shroud, na Omango Shannon so endorse the breeze. Yankopon and two Kumufeman, Nabibianso. Enye fine omo apomodin a nhiranso eka ho the twatwo kra wo me ha Honorable Ransford Boache Eastern Regional Vice Chairman of the NDC we free wumba eho eneba onomo say they are very lucky to have you as a dad, like you always know how to make them smile. And then Omo will show a joyous birthday and a year filled with happiness. Omo dopa say Yankopon in Shira so. Afra, and the Jumedi in Nasi, senior, Kwaku Edu Jemfi, there was a Saudi Brebai. Unfortunately, Busan for Yemiana was Uncle Bar on the ticket of the MPP when Timmy Amber Cancer, Monfan Che, and yet Buapayo Sebia. You did one side of the conversation before by your Tunsafre MPP rep. Unfortunately, to be under cancer. You did you make any basin? Avra, yeah, sorry, so
Matcha, Makota, Pastor Francis Okumase, and I pay me chair and said, Uncle Ponko Swaman and Gostradona.
Pastor Francis Day. Pastor Francis Day.
Will they come out of Unim?
Bonnie Day.
Unim, and Yajiku. And then Wajaku
all right, actually, I'm here to do my business here. Now, I did Eddie Abreu, but before we go, Amalina, Yandana say any external natural clinic, so Abomodina, so Yasnia, and
exactly
a day a Jumedi na Eddie Bremo. Within the doctor Kufia.
Within Ofosuke Harrison, after the voice. That's the next night, the best here. I was to 10, your crown.